I'm not sure if we can see those. I can't see them in the viewfinder, but all these little guys, sunfish. We got some brim and crappie, bluegill. They're just all over the place. Surprisingly, all summer long, that little piece of wood you can see over there, I could see the whole thing, and it's about 15 feet long, all the way down in the water. This whole end was almost empty. I still had water down there, but this whole thing was about 4 feet low. And after a couple good rains, it's full, which is great. Fish love it. I'm happy about it. But we have other issues to contend with, like all this grass growing. Let's see. And right in here, one of the low areas, there's so much water coming out of those up top. This whole area is standing water. There's nowhere for it to go. It goes back through there towards the beaver pond, and that's where most of it funnels to. All this just leaches out of the upper part of the property because everything goes uphill to the road, but everything leaches this way. Plus everybody, all the water to the south of us over there, which is all these pine trees, went past the grass. That's about where the fence line's at. But their property, where all those pine trees are, leach this way too, which is great to keep the pond full. But that whole area on the side of the pond, from the viewfinder on the right side, it's about a ½ inch of standing water from everything leaching out. And since this is a little bit lower, this all goes down that way through that opening to towards Beaver Pond. But this whole area is just soaking wet. And this is where the deer come to feed, up here. But I've had to basically rake and cut these channels up here to get the water to move, because it comes up behind the house and the water just sits, and the more all of this pine straw and grass and whatnot just holds everything. So every day I come down here with the rake and shovel and move the water along. And this is just an everyday occurrence. And it's where we feed the deer, right behind the house. With the weather changing the way it is, they come later at night. When it's actually winter time, they'll be here during the day, all different hours. But you kind of can see right where the sun is coming through up there below that tree branch. That's where the water just seeps. And it just goes that way and towards Beaver Pond. And this all looks dry past the little channels I drug, but it's not. There's certain low spots that are just full of water. This is where I try to channel it. This comes off of the roof and on this side of the driveway, and everything over there is on the other side of the driveway that leaches out. But it's hard to see, but walking through here You can see all the standing water. It just keeps leaching. So we had 5 inches of rain about 2 weeks ago, and this is still what we're getting. It just kind of leaches right there underneath where the little hill is by these trees, and most of the leaves are trying to cover it up a little bit, but it leaches right down through there. Come over here, it leaches right there, all back through. If we don't get any more rain, it'll take another month and a half before this stops doing this. Kind of crazy. 6 months ago, our pond was 4 feet low and Beaver Pond was empty, nothing but grass, and now it's completely full, overflowing into the Alapaha. So I don't have to, I don't water grass. Right here, it just kind of leaches out of right here along by this tree. And that's the south yard. I don't know, that's probably 3 or 4 acres that I get to mow. And now that it's warm, like Night said, 90 degrees today. Mowed it 4 days ago. Get to do it again here soon. But I love it. Very bright. Well, I think chores are done for the evening. Hope you all have a good one.